Hello, this is Lori Michelle from Running on Love with God, the weekly program, and Running on Love, the charity. Today's Q&A question is, does God require us to observe severe restrictions and limitations so that we are prevented from sinning? This question came from Hashem God himself this morning. This morning, he directed me to a YouTube video that was posted where someone was very angry, very upset about a news story where United Airlines sent a notification to a female passenger that they needed to change her seat assignment because there were two gentlemen who were flying on her flight who refused to sit next to a female. She couldn't believe this, and she was very upset, so she wrote a letter to United Airlines, who was very apologetic. But the story goes that it was two Muslim observant gentlemen who practiced a religious practice that precluded them from sitting next to or speaking to women. And even the flight attendants on the flight had to be male, or they wouldn't speak to them. So Hashem God and I spoke about this, and I said, well, I have flown El Al many times, and there are religious Jewish men who do the same sort of severe restrictions, and they don't engage with women. They don't speak to women. They won't sit next to women. They won't even look at women. And so we had this conversation, and Hashem God asked me, well, how should this have been handled? And I said, well, on El Al, they ask you, would you move your seat? They don't force you to move your seat. And it will be up to the gentleman. If you refuse to move your seat, they would have to find another seat or another flight. And I said to Hashem, I thought that was appropriate. We have the right to choose how we observe our religion and our faith. And these Muslim gentlemen, I believe, have a right to observe their faith. However, when it infringes upon a female, a woman, from sitting where she desires on a plane, that's crossing the line. And I believe that that was inappropriate for United Airlines to insist on this woman moving her seat assignment. But it brought up a conversation about severe restrictions. And I asked Hashem, I said, should people severely restrict themselves in order to prevent themselves from slipping and falling and choosing the evil inclination? Because when it comes down to it, that's what this choosing is. These severe restrictions are imposed because it prevents you from choosing evil in any moment. And Hashem God's answer is no. No, severe restrictions are not required. Choosing correctly in every moment is required, and you are accountable. So for someone to choose severe restrictions, that's their personal choosing, but it is not required by Hashem God. These laws of modesty and restriction, they need to be reviewed, and we need to speak about them. And in a time to come, I'm told that we will gather together and we will discuss them all. But until now, it's important that we respect each other and we don't infringe on each other's right while we're trying to observe our own way of being and our own rights. So God bless you, and I hope you will join us every Sunday for Running on Love with God, so I can help you and guide you, and we can all choose better and bring peace to our world in our time. Peace on earth. God bless you.